Hello everyone. Hi. Welcome back to the Oystress. If you're new here, I'm very blessed to have you. Hope that you get comfortable and plan on staying for a while. Happy Friday, March 14th. It is presently 10 o'clock on the dot, 10 p.m. I'm going to pray over our space and then we're going to go ahead and connect. Happy total lunar eclipse, full moon in Virgo as of today. Massive transformations and energy taking place. So if you're feeling a little strange or like there's a lot of changes that have been taking place, if you feel like there's been a lot of weight of energy, a lot of decluttering, releasing, just massive changes or a sense of discomfort that's taking place, it's because there is and there should be, because there's a lot of different planetary alignments taking place to make sure that everything is on track. So today is going to be a little different. We're going back to 3 decks, 3 stories. I have 3 different decks. I have 3 different storylines. So I've already meditated over the 3 groups. I don't know the full capacity in which your story carries, so just go by the name of the groups if it connects to you, and then from that we'll tap in and those messages will be for you. Also, just to note, we are in Pisces season. Not necessarily to say to listen to the Pisces reading at this time, but just to note that whenever we're in any specific season in terms of zodiac signs, those readings are available for you. And then I'll always post in the post section of the Oystress, I will repost any videos where energy is present or there's messages that are coming through again, because as always, everyone's on different timelines. So if it might not be for you right now or you listen to a message, even if it is your zodiac, you might come back and 3 months later it's for you. So always take what makes sense for you then. Don't try to ever make anything fit. And yeah, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna say a prayer and we're gonna go. I'm here and go crazy. So Lord, thank you for calling me into this space. I ask that you help me guide the collective, hold their hands, their hearts, their spirits, and their minds in the way in which they need the comfort the most, guiding them into the directions that you feel fit, that you see fit for us now, always, and forever. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so the 3 groups. Again, we have Menagerie. Menagerie is group 1, which is kind of like captivity of exotic animals or like exotic energy. I'm gonna go with exotic energy, praying there's no animals being held captive, but Menagerie is the first group. D&D is the second group, do not disturb. And then the third group is Idlewild, but I'm more so getting it as an energy of idle/wild, because you might be sitting still right now, but then there's a lot of movement that's taking place. So we're gonna tap in first with the first group, Menagerie. Again, I don't have that many messages because I only have meditated a little bit for them to tell me guided messages of what group is what, and then we'll go into it and get further detail. So if you chose Menagerie, group 1, you may be a fire sign, don't have to be, or you could be dealing with a fire sign. I was hearing Lovely Day by Bill Withers. Your name could be Bill. October 29th may have been significant. You could also be or dealing with a water sign, specifically Scorpio or Cancer. Going back to something about endangered species energy. And then with that, I was hearing that you are the last of a dying breed. So that energy would be connecting to you. So let us see. Menagerie, what y'all got going on? I'm hearing Nicki Minaj, 9 of Cups. Bottom of the deck to start. And then 8 of Cups at the top of the deck. 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups. you might be sitting in Eight of Cups right now. Like you might feel distant from things or in an element that's not really yours, in a group that you don't necessarily belong to, in an environment of some sort that, if you think about it, would leave you empty. 5-10 on the time just there, which is half and half, right? Half of 10 is 5. So it gives you what you need, but not enough of what you need. There's something about that, but coming up in what you deserve is 9 of Cups. King of Wands, but there's action needing to take place here. Wow, King of Cups, King of Wands. Going back to that water energy, you might be dealing with a water sign, but King of Wands is behind the 9 of Cups, which is crazy because I said you might be a fire sign. So heavy on Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Shuffling for Menagerie, messages for Menagerie. I'm hearing beam me up. Yeah, I feel like you need to, you may be feeling like you need a recharge of energy. You may be feeling depleted. Or like you're giving your all to something, but you're still not being seen in the way in which fire energy comes across. And if you think about it, fire signs are very bold, very active. So you don't really have to do much for you to be received. And also, we should never be in spaces where we feel like we have to bend our backs and go above and beyond for us to be received, for us to be seen. So if you're feeling like that, you're definitely in a space of captivity. Yeah. Hold on, because they're telling me just to give the definition of menagerie. So I already pulled it up. Menagerie means a collection of wild animals kept in captivity for exhibition, a strange or diverse collection of people or things. So you are a sort of one-of-a-kind energy, going back to that last of a dying breed. So you need to be in places with people that appreciate that, that receive you in a way that sees your wit, your quirkiness, for what you are, and have reciprocity in that. I'm gonna show you here just to confirm. You can screenshot if you want to. Yeah, so let's see what came out. 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 6 of Cups. 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 6 of Cups. I see tug-of-war, like a tug-of-war. You may dress very different as well from the people that you're around, or there's something obviously different. I'm hearing striking. Like something is very jarring in comparison to you and what you're connected to. But there is an energy of tug-of-war. Maybe you're always going back and forth between, you know, what you should do in terms of the space that you're in versus what you want to do, what decisions that you should make versus what you feel like you have to make, something like that. But there's like a tie here of magnets, almost like you have to do something, and then you trying to be balanced in your own energy as well. But going back to that reciprocity and needing reciprocity, you need to be in 6 of Cups energy that is feel good, connected to you, part of your past, something that is very warm and inviting. So what is it that they need to see with this, Spirit? 4 of Wands in reverse. This isn't a place that you need to be in. There's something about like escape. I'm hearing get out. Shuffling for Menagerie. What do they need to do, Spirit? What is advice here? Something about the color blue could be significant. For some of you, there's something about your molding yourself in a way to fit in for another person specifically that doesn't appreciate you. Like they might appreciate certain things that you do, and they might show that they appreciate it in a way sometimes that seems as though I'm hearing they're on your team, but what they're interested in, I'm hearing clout. What they're interested in and how they carry themselves is very different from you. You're actually the one that grounds them. The side message there, but shuffling for Menagerie. Anything they need to know here, Spirit? I'm hearing take it. Do you see how this is sitting here? What is that? King of Pentacles. 10-10 on the clock here. 5 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. The way that this was just sitting here, this is on my left side, which is your feminine energy. So for my females out there, you know, it doesn't gender fluid, however you feel. For my feminine energies out there, there's an earth sign. You may be dealing with an earth sign who's sort of going back to that clout energy. They could have a lot of money, but they're just very materialistic in that way. They're hanging on to you and sitting in your bosom. I'm hearing like cuddling in your bosom. Like what you give to them is of love, comfort, and warmth that they've never had before, that they're literally sucking out of you. That's what that last of a dying breed energy is. So if it's like, I can't get this anywhere else, it's rare, of course they're gonna hold on to you. It was insane how that just sat there. It's also reminding me like this, like rocking a baby. So you may be genuinely like taking care of someone else, but again, energy of get out. Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they're also like taking away your enthusiasm, your creativity. You may be giving all of the creativity that you have to them. I'm hearing 2 more, so let's see. I'm also hearing get out in a way of like, you need to get outside, you need to explore, you need to see other options. You may be, something about a museum could be significant. There's that Knight of Swords again. And I also see for some of you, you know this, wow, you could be dealing with an earth sign for sure. Capricorn, the devil just came out, and Knight of Swords. So that's just like, you see how it's like going into the mind, but very specific in terms of the route you're taking. There's like heavy control on you almost being, again, captive in a situation with someone where I feel like for some of you, you also are aware of this and there's something you want to say, but there's like a timidness in saying it. So, wow. High Priestess. I'm hearing, and that's that. So, bless. Wishing you guys the best. I'm getting very hot. So you're definitely a fire sign, or you could be, or vice versa. You could be dealing with one and have some water in there, or you're just very emotional about this, something like that. But save yourself, take care of yourself, pay attention to your needs, put you first, and from there you'll know what you need to do otherwise. Oh my God, this is definitely for my females. Empress at the bottom. You're an empress, so it's time for you and your emperor. All you give is love. Yeah. Even if it means you have to sit alone, like wait until these 2 pillars, these 2 mountains open for you to move forward. And that's what this Virgo full moon is too. So if you're getting like more and more energy about that going on, you are correct. So blessings to y'all. Moving on to D&D, do not disturb. If you picked this group, D&D, you could be an earth sign. Something about you building behind the scenes. I was seeing a magnifying glass too, so you might have a lot of people trying to be in your business, but they can't really get access to you. 1414 on the phone there, maybe a Sagittarius specifically. I was also seeing like that hanger that goes on the door of hotels that say do not disturb. You could have recently just checked in or out of a hotel. There's something that you're investing in that's very guided right now. So whatever it is that's taking place for you, that you're spending all your time in this D&D energy, it's very significant. Keep going for sure. And then the names Jessica, Steven, or Malcolm came up. That could be your name. You could know them, dealing with someone of that name. Don't have to be. Ooh, confirmation. I don't know if you heard that. So let's see. D&D, what's poppin'? Page of Swords. I do feel like you're definitely like, people are trying to spy on you. People are trying to figure out what you got going on. People are like waiting for information to come in. They might be waiting for you to post, checking your social media to see if you posted. Ace of Swords. That is a immediate yes conversation, like yes, 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 up and down. So what's behind the Page of Swords? Oh my God. By the way, these are pre-shuffled decks. I always shuffle them and then put them face down. So I don't know what they start with, but I'm hearing madness. You could have a lot going on around you too that you're trying to like remain distant from or like not a part of. Shuffling for D&D, Spirit. Thank you so much. Shuffling for D&D. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. Feeling good, feeling confident, feeling sure in whatever it is that you're investing in, and going back to you being guided. You definitely have some guide giving you immediate direction, telling you what to do. You could be having like epiphanies or downloads in a way that tell you what to do next. King of Swords here. Your foresight is very strong. So what you're seeing is honest. I'm also hearing see it to believe it. Heavy on your manifestations right now. Ooh. For some of you, this is, you're on D&D because you're in a new relationship and you just don't want anybody to really know about it. Could be with a air sign, doesn't have to be, but it's very, very passionate. Something about timing is super significant, like taking your time, resting when you need to rest. I really see someone in a house, like floor to ceiling windows. I see your plants all over the place. I see you saging. I see you listening to music, but you're by yourself for the other side of you if you're not in a relationship. And I just see you working. I see your phone going off, but not really answering the phone. Genuinely, your phone could be on D&D at all times right now. I don't see you going out. You might be working from home, as like working from home in terms of your job. You actually work from home, so there's not a reason for you to leave the house, and I see you taking full advantage of that. Two of Cups here because you're working on coming into connectivity with exactly what is connected to you. I'm hearing a match made in that regard. Hold on. You could have also just recently got out of something that kind of left you a little like badgered, I'm hearing, like bruised and badgered. Some of you are cooking a lot, heavy on like soups or like casseroles, things of that sort. Did you hear that? I'm waiting by the phone. I'm telling you, somebody waiting on something. But you're not moving. Like, you're only moving when you say move. I'm hearing Simon Says. Wow, okay, these two cards just fell in my lap. Bless. Okay, bet. This is the message. Knight of Cups in the World just fell in my lap. So whatever you're working on right now, 1916 on the time as I say that, which is the Sun and a tower. There's something crazy coming in that's going to be a big tower that changes the entire perspective world that you're presently sitting in. It's going to take a little second, Knight of Wands, because it's, you know, slow and steady, but it's honest, it's true, and it's guided with this white horse here in the background. I see a message here. Hold on. The Hierophant, yeah. This is kind of like big news, a big deal. Again, for some of you, it really is a relationship. But for others of you, it's, you know what it is. I really see you working very diligently, very, very keen on details here. This reminds me of like geometry and mathematical equations. You're in your own orbit. 1 second. Yeah, for some of you, it's definitely a relationship, and you're like, I'm hearing my man, but I'm also hearing like, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, meaning like my business is my own. Okay. If this message is for you, set a timer for 11 p.m. I'm gonna try to get this out as quickly as possible because I already know that it is presently 10:21, but you can also do it for tomorrow morning. Yeah, you can also do it for tomorrow morning, but if this message is for you, set an alarm for 11 p.m. Whatever it is that you did just recently leave that kind of left you bruised, battered, like really having to fight to get out of something, really having to hold your ground, and that's why you're working so hard for this new beginning. Whatever energy that is, you're gonna get confirmation at that time of the fact that everything is really working in your favor and working out for you. It might be something you're watching, something you're listening to. Always know that when I say set an alarm or timer, it's spirit talking to you in a riddle. So whatever you receive, whatever you're doing, whoever you're speaking to, whatever happens at that period, at that time when it goes off, look further into the detail of what's taking place. Even if you're, you know, eating some fruit and that's it. Well, fruitfulness, abundance, harvest, you know what I mean? So just pay attention. Yep, Queen of Swords and the Strength card. So blessings to you guys. I hope that this was helpful. One more message. 1 second. Shuffling for Do Not Disturb. Anything that's hovering above your head, anything that from the past about like give and take, reciprocity, what you didn't receive, the reason why you're moving forward, try your absolute best to really walk away from that, because whatever was in that cup wasn't that big of a fire anyway. It wasn't that passionate, it wasn't really that great. So walk into the sun here, because that's what you're being guided to do. You're on the right track. Yeah, try not to stay in your head. I was hearing satellite, so something that's like hovering above your head. It could be in your dreams too. Don't allow it to dictate your present and how you're feeling at this time, because that's over. We're moving forward. So blessings to you guys. Congratulations as well if you're in a relationship or whatever venture you're starting, because you're definitely having some sort of change within your environment, and this cycle, this Virgo moon is really pushing that through for you. So remain in that Virgo-like energy of being diligent and working really hard. Bless. The last group we have here is Idlewild. Again, going back to Idlewild, I'm seeing idle and then / wild. So you might be at this present time kind of sitting still. You're being guided to sit still. Whomever this group is, you are someone who is extremely spiritual. You are very guided and you're very aware of this as well. I'm hearing tapped in. You're only in the situation that you're in right now because you're purposely being prepared for something else. So whoever this group you resonate for, they had me pull 2 decks for you. And you're specifically being removed from something right now, whatever that looks like from you, a friend group, a thought process, a job, a home, whatever it is, you're purposely being removed so you can be prepared for something else. Whatever it is, it's your guides having you sit at a pause for you to have your match. And that's going to be different for everyone, but you're going to know if you feel this energy in terms of you're being sat down. Like, I'm literally seeing God be like, sit down. So if you feel like there's any resistance that's been happening, or friction in terms of your effort or action in any capacity, it's for a reason. You might be waiting for spiritual permission right now, and anything that you do, I always advise that, just to make sure that we stay on track and that we're in alignment, you know, doing what it is that our spirit guides have aligned for us and that works out in our favor versus doing what our ego wants. Always work in regards to that mindset. It would behoove you. But yeah, again, you're at a standstill because you're being prepared for something. You could be a water, fire, or air sign, and something about August 25th of this coming season, which is going into Virgo. So this moon definitely is pushing out whatever this energy is for you. So Idlewild, let's see. I'm telling you, the Fool. The Fool. And if you skip to like the timestamp and you didn't hear the portion of this reading where I said I pre-shuffle these cards but I lay them flat down so I don't see it, I'm also seeing like you open a door and be shocked. I don't know if someone's coming to visit you, or you receive a package or something like that, and it doesn't have to be that specifically, but it could just be metaphorical for you opening a door and going into a completely different space, or being hit with something that's not what you expected. Bruh, the Tower, sudden, out of nowhere. So be patient, remain still, be patient and tender with yourself too, because if you're having I'm getting a lot of weight right now on my right shoulder, so maybe for my masculines as well, definitely sort of, I'm hearing breathing exercises. If meditation is hard for you, maybe go get a massage. But when we're in spaces where there's friction or pushback, or a sense of trouble in terms of our decision and us being in our minds because we can't discern our intuition from our ego at the time, it's probably because there's not anything that should be happening within that question. If it feels like such a conundrum to you, it's something that you should wait on, that you should sit still with, wait until there's clear confirmation for you on how to move forward. Even right now, I feel like my mind is jumbled. So take a break, breathe, be patient with yourself. Judgment is here. So something is under order there. It's like your guides, I see them sitting at a table, like going through pages, having meetings of like when to push something through, when it's time, what you're ready for, things of that sort. So be patient, because Five of Pentacles in reverse also came out. You're not going to be out in the cold, separated from whatever you're separated from and what you feel separated from very long. It's only for a higher purpose. There is a chess piece on this card. We always want to play chess. We don't never want to play checkers. That's childish. You know what I mean? So there's something about you that has leveled up, that has this level of ascension and majesty to you for you to be in the position that you're in, but it's only by divine timing and alignment for you to receive that and for you to be open to receive it. So if you're also in a place of friction and not, really being open to what spirit has for you, just because you're frustrated with where you are, they're not going to give it to you, because they're going to feel like, well, if you can't trust where we have you at this time when we know what's best for you, you can't see the whole playing field. How are we going to give it to you when we believe you're ready for it, because we don't know how you're going to handle it? Six of Wands. Like, there's a win here, you just can't see it. You're blind to everything. I'm also hearing blind to the bullshit. So you're like sitting here by yourself because you already know you're supposed to be sitting by yourself. You already know you're sitting on something big. But if you think about sitting on this, you can't see the full perspective of how large this object is, right? Because you're sitting on top of it in the middle. So something that you're in the middle of is larger than you realize, but you can't see the full capacity of it because it's not time. Shuffling for Idlewild. Oh, that's not, that didn't, where's the card? Yeah. 5 of Wands here. One more. Here we go. Okay. 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands. That is 14 wands. That's temperance energy. So even though it seems like it's chaotic, it seems like it's a lot of friction, it seems like it's a lot of chaos, it's divine. Be patient, be still. I'm hearing weary, so you might be questioning, you know, like this is a time where you can't question. This is a time for you to stand in your faith. So if you are feeling that way, especially being in this group and you already know you're very guided, and in alignment here, you've done practices, you've ascended, you went through a kundalini, like you know all of these things, you know what it is that I'm speaking about. If you're in the space of having 9 of Wands, 5 of Wands, it's only because energy outside of you can also see what's taking place. And it's very important that you pay attention to the speed in which you're going. I'm seeing this as like the dial of a car, how fast you're going. So don't go full speed into a thought that might not be positive for you, or that, you know, diminishes your mindset and who you are as a person and who you are as a spiritual being when you already are aware of it. Even with the chaos that's taking place, there's grace in it. Look at the positioning. Look how they're building. Like it's almost like someone throwing bricks and stones at you and you making a house out of it. So don't let anything tear you down rather than build you up, because you wouldn't have any of that friction going on, any of the adversity, any of the competition taking place if you weren't somebody to be worried about. You know what I mean? You're where you are for a reason. So stand in that and remember it. 8 of Swords here. I see you guys stressed out. Don't do that. Do not do that. Knight of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and 2 of Wands. You're moving forward, but when they say go, temperance, stay balanced. You see him? Stay balanced. Also dance, maybe go to yoga, whatever it is that you need to do for yourself, but stay balanced. 6 of Pentacles. Awesome. I'm excited for you guys. You should be excited for for you guys. And the more you're able to have positive thoughts, that you actively manifesting this coming in. So just be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Solar plexus chakra at the bottom of your deck. This is what the deck they wanted me to grab for you in terms of like advice. Solar plexus here, that's number 3. So going back to your confidence, making sure that you're sure in who you are, you're sure in your spirit, you're sure in your direction. Even if you can't see that direction, I'm seeing a flashlight. Even if the path is unknown to you, it doesn't matter, because you have a light to lead you. That light is spirit. Pay attention to it. Do not disregard it. Woo! Baby, awaiting results. 7. I'm hearing 7 days. There's a shift in your energy in 7 days. Like you'll start to feel better in 7 days. If this message is for you. Shuffling for Idlewild. Loving advice and a message for Idlewild. Also, I'm hearing don't do anything wild. Like don't do anything just because you're like, fuck it. Like why am I in this energy? I might as well. Like don't get pessimistic and cynical in that way. You have one card that came out. It's number 3 again. Take the lead. I'm seeing this as, you see how this is like a whole bunch of light here in their hand. Whatever it is that they put in your hand, follow that. Take the lead on anything that's spiritually led. Anything that's spiritually led. Now is the time for you to take action and energy on that, because it's going to help with your solar plexus chakra, the first card we saw. It's going to help with your confidence. So anything that you can tell is from spirit, and you would obviously know it's going to be alarming in that way, tap into it, because that's going to help fuel you in this period of waiting. I don't know what this waiting period is and how long it's going to be. It's different for everyone. But I do know in 7 days, there's going to be a change in the energy. Not an answer, not a conclusion, not a peak of whatever this, this mission is in specific, why you're being removed, but it's just something that's more helpful that's going to come in a couple days. And in the meantime, definitely take time to take the lead of wherever they're leading you to. As I split the deck is number 2, which is the High Priestess, but on this deck it's called Listen. So I'm just here trying to, help you, because you're moving on. I'm here because we're moving on up. Yeah, it feels challenging, but you got a shield. So block anything out that just doesn't work for you, that just doesn't align with you also wanting to be in this new space, because whatever this is, you definitely asked for it and you're receiving it. They're telling you to grab one more. So last confirmation for Idlewild, please. Thank you so very much. Share the love. This is just me giving this to you. And also within your own relationships, if there's people that you feel like can, oh my God, 3-3. You're being pushed into energy of fulfillment. You're being pushed into energy of fulfillment, and anything and anybody that helps with that in terms of what they give you, advice, love, hugs, cuddles, times, food, movies, whatever it is, indulge in that. Indulge in that. And that's what I'm saying. 3-3 is also 6, like for the next 6 days, because on the 7th, there's gonna, I almost cussed. Because on the 7th, there's going to be energy that's helpful for you as a clear sign. You have to be kidding. I could not make this up. 37 on the time right there. Oh my goodness. Coming out of sadness and isolation, another 3. This Virgo moon is definitely bringing that. That breaks down to 9. So, woo, y'all got me hype and hot. So blessings to you, Idlewild. I wish you the best. Please be tender with yourself. Please don't stress out. Like, we can't, know exactly what to do in the exact moment, but we can feel it. So please follow your intuition, listen and trust yourself, and know that everything is working out in your favor and specifically for you. Blessings to you all, and I'll see you guys later.